Sister Marimato.
So, and maybe the applicant may have to answer this question. How much of the initial it was, even though a certificate of occupancy hasn't been issued, how much of the work and funds have been expended at this point would be a question. I guess the applicant may have to answer that question.
Yeah, I have an idea of that, but I think it would be wise to have the applicant give a more detailed and insider explanation of that.
Mr. Nelson, did you want to? Please, and thank you.
So first of all, John Nelson, Ward 1, thank you for having me. I'd like to plead a little bit of ignorance here in this situation, because I was unaware that the city was actually still waiting for something from me at this point, just due to the conversations that I've had over the years since this project has been going on with regards to the 79E. I knew that we were still moving toward a certificate of occupancy for one of the units in the building, but I didn't know that the city council was waiting to hear from me for the 79E, because we have been receiving the tax relief during this time period. I thought the clock had started and there wasn't anything else that I needed to provide the city council, because we have done 99.9% of the work on the project. We've put forward a massive investment in the house, and I think in the beginning we were required to do something like 25,000 or 1/4 of the assessed value, whichever was higher. It was 25,000. We've passed by that so many times, it's not even funny. So I do believe that we've still achieved public benefit with what we've been doing, and I can go through the timeline of why the certificate of occupancy has taken so long to get, and I can explain that. But if you have any other questions.
Sister Marimato.
So you're living there, and there was a second unit already there, and you added a third unit.
Yes.
But the third unit is not occupied.
It's not.
Is the second unit occupied?
Yes.
And at what point in time did you said you invested a great deal of money. So approximately how much was that, and when did that conclude? When did that investment finish? So
the vast majority of the work or the 99.9% of the work was finished as of summer of 2023. And we began the project. I know we were supposed to be done apparently by April 2021. That's something that I don't remember. I'm sure I did sign it here, but it's not that wasn't brought up in my conversation with the Department of Planning and Economic Development or the assessing office. But we actually began the project in the summer of 2021, June.
Which the timing,
so, timing would have already
easiest anyways during that time frame, I'm pretty sure, because I think we were probably prices had gone through the roof, I think, just about that time when
there was that. There was a lot of exterior work on the house, so to finish it from November to April would have been very difficult.
Okay. Councilor Kowalski?
I heard two different things. I heard from the city that we don't believe that that they've been receiving the discount in taxes, and then you say you are receiving.
So our taxes have been locked at their assessed value from 2020 during this time period, which is why I thought we were in compliance with the city, because we've been receiving that.
Mr. Marimato.
So what was your total investment?
I could put that number together for you. It's north of 200,000.
Okay. And so the assessor has not been back at your property since you finished your renovation?
I believe he has.
Yeah, let's clarify this.
Although I am ignorant about apparently the extent of the tax relief and when that went into place, I do know that, and I received confirmation of at least 1 year in 2022 that the assessor, in accordance with the covenant, went out, I believe, every year if we were following that. So they've definitely been there since then.
Questions down this way? Counselor Greenrose?
Thank you. Well, does that get recorded somewhere? I mean, do we have that definitively? Don't we have a record of when and how many times?
I would assume and hope so. I don't have that information.
Sister Mayor Matto?
So we had a reassessment in between the time this started and the time that, to now. And most people's properties, particularly multifamilies, went up substantially. This one did not change.
That is correct.
Okay, so, but if the assessor has been out since it was completed in 2023, I would assume that there would be a new value, but that it would be somehow recorded, but that said that it's not going to be put into place because of the 79E. So do we have that paper trail?
To my knowledge, yes. Again, this is a question that I can give you an answer based on my knowledge with the disclaimer that this does not go through my office or on my desk.
Understood.
Counselor Kolosky?
I think Director Bates had something she wanted to say. I don't want to avoid that opportunity, but if not, I'll stay my comment.
My understanding is that they have not had the tax relief. The reason for the non-change in the value is because it was under construction, so they get a condition percentage off of the assessment. So that may be a misunderstanding of how the assessing is working. But I talked to the assessor earlier and he confirmed that they have not been getting the tax relief.
Sister Mayor Matto?
When did we have the reassessment? When did that take place? It was,
The revaluation
Yeah.
was in 23, I believe.
okay, so to me, if we had a reassessment in 23 and this was completed in 23 and he was not getting tax relief, his taxes should have gone up.
So it would have been, he said he completed in summer of 23. So it would have been as of April 1st, 23, yeah. So I don't know what the condition was at that time, but again, my conversation with the assessor earlier.
Work my way down the table.
So,